Dun, dun. Start streaming. Hello. Hello. Hey, welcome to it. Truth, Love, and Peace. I think this is episode 3. The audio has been running for a minute, and so the podcast officially started a little bit earlier. You have to check out the podcast to check out the first bits when John first got here. But John Cook, although cannot be seen at the moment, he is sporting his invisibility cloak. He will magically appear at some time in the very near future. I am in the process of just setting things up. So right now we're building layers, like building a good layer cake. Like I said, we started the podcast with the audio only, which I've come to learn I've been calling it a podcast all this time, and it's not really a podcast, or wasn't really a podcast. I kind of knew that, but I just like calling it a podcast, and now it's officially a podcast. I have a website, truthloveandpeace.com, which thankful I was able to get that domain name, because that's amazing. So truthloveandpeace.com is the home for the podcast. This is episode 3. I have no idea where this crazy ride is going to go. Somebody asked me today what it was about, and I kind of wanted to say it's not about anything because it's about everything. I don't have a good answer because it's whatever we want it to be. And I don't want it to be limited by anything. I want it to be everything. At one point I had said it would be the documentation of the evolution of a philosophy or an ontology or a worldview in real time. Documented. Yeah. Anyway. So when I sit up, my head gets chopped off. Let me adjust this camera angle a touch. The lighting is horrible. I get that. Which nobody on the audio cares, but that's okay. So we get to fire up the Facebook. Truth. Love. And peace. Episode 3. Oh, speaking of,
as per usual, I couldn't find the capo, so it will segue into today's segment, useful tips for scatterbrain guitar players. How to make a capo out of a lighter and some tape.
There we go.
So you can describe it as we go through this engineering process.
So Facebook is live.
Oh, hey, what's
and,
up?
Audio is still running, and then we're about to turn on the...
We're about to do...
Facebook Live.
Oh.
Yep,
can't find it as usual. This happens about once every day, I don't know, 12 hours. Where's my capo or my tuner? So, being an engineer's son, I have to go to work.
Looks like you got it under control.
Yeah, we'll be good. Plus, you can light your cigarette with your capo.
That would come in handy.
Occasionally.
That would come in handy.
You just can't get, you have to move the guitar to where you can light it. But smoking's bad for you. But if you have to smoke one.
If you have to. It could be worse.
Smoke some without so many...
Cheddar, what's up, Cheddar?
Without so many preservatives. They're more expensive, but that other crap is...
Lefty, what's going on, man? Alright, so
Hola.
We got Facebook up. YouTube's up. The podcast was on earlier. For those of you joining us on Facebook, welcome. It's Truth, Love, and Peace is the name of the show. I know the Facebook angle is a little weird, but sorry. If you want to see the good video, it's on YouTube. And if you want to hear the good audio, it'll be on YouTube. Or if you want to download it, you can download the podcast at truthloveandpeace.com. soon to be on iTunes. We hope. Keep your fingers crossed. We've sent all that paperwork in already.
Legal stuff, you know.
Yeah, all that nonsense. Which means all of the stuff that John Cook is going to play for us today is original music. And he has the rights to, so I don't have to hear about it from YouTube.
Right.
It's going to be the rule.
Or just pay me. Or him. Just pay us.
So, as long as somebody gets paid, right? As long as somebody gets paid. Right. Lefty, hopefully, I saw your post. Hopefully, the guitar's going to be coming in soon, and you're going to be playing. And we're going to get you in the mix. I think I'm going to come to you. I kind of want to get a hold of you before you get a guitar, though. Just make you talk. Be more fun. David Ames, what up, cousin? Pay you, Lefty. I'll pay you. I got some pennies and some nickels.
Lefty, you getting a new guitar? What's going on?
I got some quarters, maybe, as long as it's not too close to laundry day. What up, sis? What's going on, Ted?
Oh, and Perdita Brothers at 4 o'clock today. Don't let me forget and be late as usual.
Oh, look, do we want to tag John Cook? Yeah, tag John Cook. For sure. It's too late, I already did it.
Talk to my lawyer first.
Talk to your lawyer first.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
If you can get Facebook to pay for anything, game on. Good for you. Because I don't think it's possible. Yeah, so this seems too easy now. We should, while we're doing this, I'm going to see how this all sounds on everything, and pull some stuff up. I have been studying up on the Anunnaki because sooner or later we're going to have a big conversation about that. I know Chris Newberry is going to want to be involved in that.
What's up, Newberry?
Those arrangements are definitely going to be made.
Chris Newberry's our social political eloquent spokesman.
Yeah, he's the one that can say it without pissing people off. I'm pretty good at pissing people off.
That's all right.
But we got to get Buzz Kiefer involved too, because I've been reading up on the overlap between the Anunnaki and these biblical stories, and I am newly fascinated all over again. It amazes me. The whole history thing amazes me. The Göbekli Tepe, finding out that Göbekli Tepe is probably somehow associated with the Aboriginals in Australia.
Nice.
Like, what in the world?
Did you see the photos as the Cassini smashed into Saturn? Cassini probe? You should check them out. They're pretty awesome.
I may have. I don't remember what was significant about it. Was there something in particular I should have seen? Or was it just awesome?
It slammed into Saturn, and it was just...
So this wasn't what's his nuts talking about the monolith on.
No, this is the probe.
Io.
This is the probe we sent out to take photos of it. Yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff. It should remind you how small we are and what's really out there, like real stuff, like not like money and other weird things, air, water, that kind of thing.
What is the name of the Mars's moon? I can't think.
Mars? I don't know.
Anyway. We can actually be heard on Facebook. That's wonderful.
Sweet.
Sorry, I'm not keeping up with comments. Hey, Mom. Oh, that's not Mom. That's a different Lee. I just saw Lee. Sorry, Leanne.
It's probably somebody's mom. Could be.
Well, that's right. Everybody's somebody's something, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I almost said everybody's somebody's mom. That'd be a weird world. There are all kinds of problems with that.
Sounds like some kind of comeback. Everybody. What'd you say?
So I guess let's see if the YouTube is up. And I didn't know you were planning on playing. What you got in mind?
I don't know. I just brought it for the hell of it, and now I'm testing out the capo theory.
I got you. The duct tape capo.
Yeah, just anything handy.
Oh, well, when I pulled up YouTube, the Von Braun legacy, are you familiar with his...
Yes.
The lady that survived him? What's her name?
You mean our Nazi rocket engineer?
Oh, yeah, he was definitely a Nazi rocket engineer.
Yeah.
But Carol Rosin, you know who that is? That name sound familiar? She was Werner von Braun's... personal assistant, basically, before he died in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
And he told her all all the information that he knew about the eventual false flag alien operation that he was concerned about, and it came up yesterday. And
what's his concern?
Well, von Braun said that the terrorism, the rogue nations, which are third world nations, people that didn't buy into the World Bank, would be a problem, and that we would help bolster the military-industrial complex. And then von Braun said after that, it would be terrorism. They would create something that could never be defeated to perpetuate the war.
So like the war on drugs, that perpetuates itself.
Right, same thing. And then his final prediction was that they will create an invader, an outsider, an alien false flag, so that they can perpetually, fund this war machine that says we have to protect ourselves against this alien invasion, which they created.
Right.
Well,
I mean, he's a pretty smart guy.
Oh yeah, building rockets and stuff. Operation Paperclip.
First guy to build something that could send someone to the moon. Yeah, he's all right. I mean, yeah, he might have been a war criminal, but which, you got to remember that. But his other options. We got lucky that the German scientists knew what the Russians were going to do to him, so they came east or came west and met us rather than get just. The Russians weren't taking any prisoners.
No, well, the Russians were livid for all kinds of other reasons.
What, 20 million people that the Nazis killed? That probably pissed them off a little bit.
Yeah.
The ones they didn't send to the Gulag, they just didn't,
They were upset about a few things, legitimately.
Which I could see.
Yeah, man, and they rolled through with a vengeance.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, payback's a bitch.
For sure. And YouTube is up and running as well. I am just so happy and so thankful that this all works this well.
Yeah, because electronic stuff usually doesn't work around me.
Yeah, it does not. It does not. I've talked to a couple of people. Sorry for neglecting your comments over there, guys.
Sorry, maybe I should be reading one.
No, that's okay. You don't have to. I have talked to a couple of people about doing podcasts and have made some great little breakthroughs. So if anybody is interested, please let me show you how I have found some easy ways to do it. I would love to help you out with that. And I am planning on doing this podcast on a near daily basis. So if you need some help finding a way to springboard into doing something, let me know. We can make it a segment and turn it into something else. John Cook doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be doing a fishing segment.
I know it.
All during...
Mangrove snapper are here because the water's clear on the docks, and so are the sheep's head. Get out there and fish. You cannot catch them on the couch. Not yet. I mean, unless you're playing Sega bass fishing, which you shouldn't do.
You hadn't found that lure yet that catches them quite from the couch?
Unless I build, unless you got a houseboat with a hole in your floor.
I'm pretty sure it's a little robot called Wally, right?
Well, I mean,
ice fishing.
Ice fishing, you can catch them on the couch. I've done that before. But it's a very cold couch.
Unless you take your space heater out on the lake and then melt a hole for you to fall into, because they have truck removal services that make good money because there are enough people sinking their trucks through ice. What goes on in the frozen tundra that is not the beach? Anybody out there want to tell us? All four of you watching, I'm sure none of you live in the snow and ice.
Guys get pretty high tech. They pull their sleds with their snowmobiles, and they got cable and grills and all sorts of stuff out there. I mean, when it's freezing 6 months of the year and pretty much dark, and the whole way go around is on a snowmobile. I mean, I don't drink anymore, but you might as well get drunk in whiskey and sit around and fish through the ice.
I was just thinking about the boats that wash up on the beach, and those guys that drove their boat, beached their boat. They're not just boat, shall we say, incredibly expensive.
It was like a 42
mega yacht.
Yes.
On just whatever. We got drunk. We fell asleep. It was on autopilot, and it ended up on the beach.
Yeah, that's not a good way to do it. And then the beach proceeded some more as the tide went out the next couple of days.
It makes your truck on the bottom of a lake look way not as bad.
I'm not sure if it was as bad as the 4 years ago when the two guys working for somebody else drove the 80-foot, I think it was a striker, were coming over here, and they passed out at night, and that thing, it had hit the jetties going, I don't know, 40 knots, It was so big.
Last year?
Like 2 years ago. That was a different boat. That was a smaller boat.
Oh, yeah,
People in
yeah,
it. This
that's
was
what
just
I'm
a
thinking
big boat, and it ended up completely on top of the jetties. But if it hadn't hit the jetty, it would have hit the fishing wall over there, going about 40 knots. And besides being quite not probably not entertaining, but interesting to watch people scatter like flies as they realized a huge boat was coming into the. It would have disintegrated that boat.
Oh,
Needless to say, Needless to say, the two guys had to call the owner and told him that they woke up with their boat on a jetty with a huge hole in it, and then they probably packed their bags and they probably got offshore, came here and came looking for another job and another profession because I'm not going to get another captain's job with that.
No, it's an island, man. You're not gonna run away from that one.
But it could have been worse. They could have plowed in and just. But needless to say, waking up, realizing you put your boss's $2 million boat on a jetty and you're going to have to call him is probably not.
Oh, man. Expensive toys, man. Expensive toys. It could be problematic. Okay, so for those of you that are watching and have no idea because you don't play guitar, what John is doing is he is changing the key of his guitar by administering what is called a capo.
Or usually this is just some kind of super engineering.
and so
normally I would just play other songs, but I had one in mind that required it, and I was like, oh, crap.
This is way more fun to watch.
Oh yeah, like I said, this is your weekly segment for scatterbrained musician guitar players who can't keep up with capos and tuners, and I don't know, not tuners, but capos. You can always make one out of something. Those little clamps are handy, like work clamps.
Oh yeah, oh man, we should have. I've got a GoPro that's got a clamp on it somewhere.
That's all right. This will work. Plus, like I said, it's way more entertaining.
I'm also anxious to listen to the audio after and see how these audio settings work out. If any of the musicians out there want to chime in, this is all a ground up project.
No chiming in about my performance. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, you can talk.
Come on in, talk crap. Oh no, it's all right.
Just the thought of someone talking crap about your guitar playing is kind of laughable.
Yeah,
John. Let's be honest. Show of hands? How many guitar players out there think that it needs to be a competition? One, nobody.
No, it's not a competition. The quote of the day is, the only musician you should be worried about being better than is yourself from the day before. And that's it.
Hear, hear. Hear, hear.
We all row in the same boat. Unless you start getting a competition, and then, sometimes you got to be put in your place.
That being said, John Cook's a badass guitar player.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know,
I'm actually a fisherman who just happens to play guitar to make some money to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like right in the camera. Hey, how y'all doing? Trying to read those comments.
Yeah.
If we could all be.
Almost.
Almost. How much Gorilla Tape equals a quarter turn of a tuner?
Did we say Gorilla Tape for all your needs?
Oh yeah, that'll be. Thank you.
Oh, and if you better if you're gonna use Gorilla Tape or Gorilla Glue, make sure whatever you do it to, you like where it is, because once it sets with that Gorilla Glue or this kind of stuff, it's gonna be there
for a hot minute.
And if you put your skin on Gorilla Glue, wash it and don't stick it on something, because it will stick the crap out of you.
Yeah, keep away from the mucous membranes.
Yeah, no skipping.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Always ventilate when painting your house.
Well, we've got this up. Oh yeah. The podcast, for those of you on Facebook, if I didn't already say this, the podcast has all of our conversation from when John first got here. So you can catch up with that later. Go back and listen to the full intro. And then what else? Oh yeah. NCG Studios. If you're looking for something to watch on YouTube, go to NCG Studios and check out my buddy Joey Livingston and Dr. Jones. That's where I was this morning, hanging out with Joey.
Dr. Jones.
Quality control, yeah, and his dad, Dr. Jones. Talking philosophy on a Sunday morning. It's always a good thing. One of my favorite topics, too. Of course, they were talking about truth. And I have lots to say about truth. But, yeah, shout out to those guys. NCG Studios. If you know people doing podcasts or anything that's educational, I'm all about
Dr.
supporting
Jones, I
education,
presume.
So that's a Bond reference.
Actually, no, I thought it was a.
Hi.
It's an Indiana Jones reference, isn't it? Dr. Jones.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I was thinking the doctor
That's
from
Bond.
Octopus.
Dr. Bond. That's about Bond. I think. I don't know.
James
Yeah, I think
Bond.
it's Indiana Jones. Dr.
That is-
Jones, I presume.
That makes much more sense.
Tying into the Nazis and the biblical stories. Ark of the Covenant.
Oh. Sorry, I had an unanswered message. William! We got a ghost. We got a ghost. Hey, Ashley. How are you doing? Hello, Sandra.
What's up?
Reading comments? Well, while
Ashley.
we go, I'm not sure. I can't see Ashley's picture.
Yeah, it's
I would hate to
I know
guess wrong.
I know who it is. Hey, Ash. Are you coming to the show tonight? No.
Oh, here we go. Now I got comments. Mute that.
Maybe good enough. Go over.
Hey! Okay. Comments. Awesome. What up, John? It doesn't like being able to see my computer screen. Anyway. Yes, we're in Orange Beach, Aaron. That does sound pretty good. David Ames. I don't know if this is keeping up or catching up or what, so we're gonna leave. We're just gonna, we don't need this. Gotta grab me some water. Alright, John. What is it you want to play for us, man? What you got in mind? That's a lot of engineering to get to a capo to play a new song, a song you've had on your mind for a while. Tell us a story.
It's not that new, but it's not recorded yet, but it will be. Whenever I get my scatterbrain lazy rear end around to get to doing it. As soon as the fishing gets really crappy, I'll start recording now.
As soon as it's not 70 degrees in December.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, no, if it gets too cold and too rainy, I won't fish, but, so, I guess I just kind of answered my question, so I will be fishing at some point. Never too cold to fish here.
That's true.
You can always get a wetsuit.
Always get a wetsuit. Well, and then it's just a matter of how many people have built studios in their homes over the last year. So many great places to go record these days.
Yes, there is. Welcome back, Ed Aronson.
Ed, you in town?
Yep, Ed got back a few days. We had a jam last night. Flippers with the $100 car boys.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It was pretty awesome.
Sweet. Shout out $100 car. Miss you guys. Let's come out and do a show out there sometime. We are live in an undisclosed location to remain nameless, known only to those who know, but not to those who don't know.
Yeah.
It's a very odd intelligence situation. Enough duct tape and a lighter. I feel bad for the lighter though, man. That poor lighter is gonna be very, very gooey afterwards.
Yeah. Get some goof off, take it off.
Oh, man. At what point is the lighter not worth it?
I'll just keep the tape on it.
Yeah, there's some really gross references there that I'm just not gonna touch. Because I think my mom finally did China Man. Yeah, hey mom. Hey mom. That reminds me. My mother having access to all of my stuff now makes a good point that I don't need to be dirty, and reminds me to be a good human being. So I've been working on being a little less blue, but still being blue. And every time I say the word Fukushima, because that's my supplement, that's my replacement. You know, situation now all Fukushima. But I got that from you, because you keep up with that more than anybody else, and for months were reminding me that Fukushima basically irradiated the Atlantic Ocean. Not the Atlantic, the Pacific. Just entirely gone.
Dead zone.
Fukushima.
Soon to come around South America.
Yeah, totally Fukushima. Well, it's a good thing we got the Panama Canal.
That's true.
We expedite the.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Poisoning of the Gulf.
I wonder if they can somehow block you.
What you missing? What you need?
I might just forego this whole thing with it.
Oh no!
I don't know if it's not working.
It's not working?
Maybe not.
Que sera.
It's what it is. We're gonna test out your scissors.
Oh,
you can make like a handle out of that thing.
yes, you could. Yes, you could.
I wonder if it's the tape thickness that's the problem.
Just not holding a tune because of it?
Yeah. Which normally doesn't bother so many people, but it gives me a headache.
It gives you a headache. Well, I imagine when you live with a guitar in your hand,
yeah,
that it either works perfectly or it doesn't work. There's no in between.
Yeah, that's true. Occasionally, gotta try to tune it out when it's like a middle song, like shit. But then eventually, I gotta stop playing and tune it. Sorry. But yeah, it was a pretty epic jam last night. And
where were you guys again?
Over at Flippers down at Bear Point.
Flippers.
Yep. Ed Anderson got back in town, and he's living in an undisclosed location in West Beach. And has some new songs, and I believe is playing at Mancy's tonight in Fairhope, which is a cool place, and he's got some new songs, so if I wasn't playing, I'd probably go try to check it out. But go if you're in that area. Mancy's, Ed Anderson. Don't be dumb, go see it.
I'm not sure where that is. Where is Mancy's?
It's in Fairhope. You kind of turn off the, I guess, up 98 a little bit once you get kind of in Fairhope. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hidden away a little bit. It's a really good place.
Okay.
Really good food and really good atmosphere. And really good musicians playing there.
Just a little off the beaten path.
Yeah. But known to musicians.
Jonathan Puzon. What's up, buddy? I got your message. And love to you and both ZTD. I saw he was posting very enthusiastically about that. Zachary Thomas Diedrich.
Sweet.
Puzon's helping him.
Yeah, Zach's gonna have a new album out.
Yeah. Puzon's the one recording it. Very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, we ended up over there one night after playing the Bama and did some recording. It was late. I'm not sure what we did,
but there were microphones involved.
Yeah,
and music happened.
There was just one microphone. I think and we all kind of played it, but I'm sure the album will be good. The last one had a bunch of cool songs on it, and I think it was a double album. Stop writing so many songs, Zach. You're making the rest of us look bad.
Working overtime. How's that baby doing, Puzon?
Where's that baby?
Little T-Tiny Russell? Little Buddy Roo?
Training Arizona, or raising Arizona fan. Where's that baby?
No.
He's an angel from heaven. Nicolas Cage's best movie?
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know, man. I really enjoyed him in the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Not sure if I saw it.
The Disney movie about the Mickey Mouse Sorcerer's Apprentice from
I didn't see that.
Fantasia. It was not bad. It was him playing a wizard in modern New York.
Really?
I really enjoyed National Treasure. Not because any of it's good, just because it's so campy that it makes me happy. It's just very comic book. There's something about Nick Cage's character type that just fits my mold of what campy movies are supposed to be. He's good. Awesome. Rue should have his own podcast.
Didn't they make about 20 of those American Treasures or something, or like 3 or 4 of them, like back to back.
I know there were 2. I can't recall if there was a third. I think there was, but I know there were definitely 2.
One movie that's hard to watch, Face Off.
That's with John Travolta.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. It's tough to watch. It's so bad. No offense, guys, but that was terrible.
Yeah, really, really bad. Worse than that, Swordfish.
Yeah, that's true.
John Travolta and Hugh Jackman, and the only redeeming part of that whole movie, and I'm sorry, this is how horrible that is was how attractive Halle Berry is.
That helps. Yeah, I mean, didn't she come like bopping out the pool or something?
Oh yeah, the whole scene in the bikini. They could have just cut out the rest of the movie and kept Halle Berry in bikini on repeat. It called it a soft porn. Been something akin to what was her name? Farrah Fawcett, not Farrah Fawcett. Jane Fonda, that did Barbarella. Do you remember that movie?
Yep, sure.
Oh goodness. If y'all think Harvey Weinstein and all that stuff is pretty bad, go back and watch Jane Fonda in Barbarella and realize that made it to theaters. That wasn't even porn. Oh, you want to talk about some sexism? Woo-hoo, shit. It's bad. Really, really bad.
Yeah, that was. Barbarella came out in like what, 70s, I think, or late 80s, or about 80.
No, it had to be 70s, just based on the video quality. I'm gonna say it had to be 70s.
Yeah, that was some weird stuff. What was it?
Really weird stuff.
Can't remember what the story was of Barbarella, but it's kind of weird.
Well, she was sent on this intergalactic mission to find this refugee that could save the world, basically. No, he's not left-handed. It's because the Facebook Live video is backwards. If you want to see the video right ways, you got to go to YouTube. But it's live on YouTube. You can catch it live in either place.
No, I can't play left-handed.
Chris Beverly, what's up, brother? Good to see you on here, man. We need to catch up. I need to know how y'all are doing. I saw that I just missed you at the sports bar the other night, man. I hate that I missed it. Looked like a very, very good time. But hopefully you're taking notes on this duct tape, Gorilla Tape, capo situation.
Yeah, or die, or just keep up with your capo.
Yeah, just keep up with the capo. So yeah, Barbarella sent on this intergalactic mission. I can hear that, so I know it's driving you nuts. Intergalactic mission to basically be naked,
Yeah.
and fornicate her way across the galaxy in search of this guy who can help them somehow, and ends up getting betrayed and basically raped a couple of times. It's horrible by modern standards, but apparently passed for okay then. But yeah, Barbarella, if you want to see some weirdness, check that out.
Yeah, it's got a kind of funky soundtrack too.
Well, hey, if you got a spare capo, why don't you get over here, Chris? How far away are you? Come on by.
I gotta go to work.
Cook's got to go to work apparently.
No, in a second. It's fine.
Not yet, but soon. Not yet, but soon. And if the Facebook Live or the YouTube goes down or anything like that, oh man, we forgot to record that other thing. That's okay. It's recorded all over the place. It'll be okay. But just so everybody knows, if it does ever go down, you can check out the just the audio portion, which is the foundation. It's always going to be on audio. At truthloveandpeace.com. And the Facebook Lives stay up as long as the Facebook Lives stay up, but the video portions will always be on YouTube as well. What's up, Caitlin? And yeah, I can't think of anything else. Plug wise.
Try to get some money. Advertising.
No.
So so they're reviewing your paperwork or something?
No, on the iTunes, the podcast has been submitted to iTunes, and to get on iTunes, you have to submit your RSS feed, and I presume what that means is that they go through and make sure that you're not any worse than Alex Jones, and then you get to distribute your podcast on iTunes.
Oh, cool.
And so I submitted that paperwork. It seems that no one at Apple works on the weekends, which is okay. I'm okay with that. So we're waiting to hear from them. It's an email away. In the meantime, you can get it straight off the web page. TruthLoveAndPeace.com. It's got all the links to all of my other stuff.
Peace, love, and what was it?
Truth, love, and peace. Truth, love, and
peace. 3 good
peace.
things you should probably keep, try to keep up.
It's okay. It's okay.
Alright, we'll just listen. It was a valiant effort.
Yes, that was a very valiant effort. Capo's not going to work. It's too humid. That's what it is.
Hey, whatever.
It's
It's
the humidity.
the tide was wrong,
The parametric pressure is just, it's
the
off.
wind was out of the wrong direction. The tide was wrong. There was no bait. That's fun. Good enough for government work.
I'm anxious to see how the microphone handles.
What? How loud it is?
Yeah. It's got built-in compressors and some auto
like
gain
fancy
settings and stuff like that. It's fancy. It's pretty fancy. Well, we'll see how well it does.
It should be fine.
Can't tell exactly how bald I am. So
and on that, I gotta go to work.
All right. Well, before you go, just
What's up?
if anybody wants to download that, where can they find it? When did you write it? Give us the backstory real quick.
I wrote it in T-Bone Montgomery's living room.
Nice.
And we were, writing our songs, and sometimes you got, really a bunch of inspiration stuff, but I actually took a quarter, and there was a road like an atlas, road atlas on the U.S., and I threw a quarter on it, and wherever it landed, I was going to write about. So it went Chicago, and then it went to Savannah, which is weird because my parents lived there, so I know about it. And then it went to New Orleans, and then it went to Colorado. So it's not really a deep thing, but it came. But
that's a good way to make it work out.
Hey, sometimes,
Do you want your tape handle?
No, let's keep it for posterity's sake of how not to make a capo.
Don't. You'll need that one.
All right,
playing Mando later.
Yep, I gotta head to Alabama.
That sounds fun, man. That sounds fun.
4 o'clock main room.
Check it out. Perdita Brothers, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Right.
I'll be right back. Take it easy, Cook. Thanks for coming by.
You got it, man.
All right. I won't make him stick around for the sign off. Yeah. Thanks, Cricket. Glad it sounds good. I found ways to make it sound good by me not being involved. That's how it sounds better. By me not messing it up. Anyway, turn this way since Cookie Monster's out. The recap, real quick. So, yeah. All the Truth, Love, and Peace stuff, as usual. Had a great morning with NCG Studios. Thank you so much to John Cook for coming over and serenading me. If anybody wants to come serenade me on Truth, Love, and Peace, in my place, or we can bring this somewhere else, I'm happy to do either one. That'd be a good time. I don't know what else there is to say or talk about at the moment. Hopefully, we're going to start getting more and more guests lined up and having more people involved, which would be a good time. And I'm kind of tapped out at the moment. That was a fun afternoon watching John build a capo that he decided not to use and listening to some good tunes. So hopefully we'll do more of this soon. I've been good, Kim. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I'm gonna shuttle this down. We're gonna upload what we got, and then we can, maybe come back and do another one tonight, or I think we'll definitely be back tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that. I'll post some times and everything as soon as that comes around. And man, again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Check out the new website, truthloveandpeace.com, for the podcast. The podcast always has a little bit longer beginning, a little bit longer end. It's the full version. All of the YouTube Live and the Facebook Live, those are supplemental, if you will. I'd like to get to the point where the YouTube is full all the time, standalone, but that's a lot of video, man. It's a lot of video! For anybody interested tonight, all you Facebook Livers, if you're in Mobile, the Merry Widow is doing an open mic at 7 o'clock, from 7 to 9. I think Governor's hosting, and it should be an awesome time. So check it out. Open mic, Merry Widow, stand-up comedy, Mobile, Alabama, tonight, 7 o'clock. And the rest of the comedy schedule for the week goes something like Back Porch Comedy Tuesdays and Fridays, Olive Drop Mondays, Shooters Thursdays, Blind Mule Wednesdays, Shizuko's on a specific Sunday of the month, and a couple others here and there. We'll keep you up to date, but those are the highlights for now. And as always, let's shut the YouTube down because it's getting ready to go. So YouTube, love y'all. Truth, love, and peace. Till next time.